Nebraska's Healthcare Challenge with Sean McGuire.
One of the most important things in our economy is the restaurant industry, feeding us all every day. Sometimes we often take for granted. Well, they've been getting pounded lately with bad news, requirements, and challenges. And so we wanted to take a look at how some of the local restaurants are facing this. And we'll take a look at that coming up right after this.
The sacrifices that the service industry has made to close their restaurants, close their bars, and so that the spread is discontinued. And then you really understand how all of Americans must make the same sacrifice.
We're joined right now by the Secretary of Steak of Round the Bend Steakhouse, Nebraska's premier steakhouse. Mr. Secretary, AKA Curtis Norton, great to see you. How you doing today?
Oh, I know this whole thing is really rough for everyone, and we're all kind of adjusting to it the best we can, and that's all we're doing. We're a family-owned, second-generation steakhouse. My owner, TJ, who introduced me on there, has been great for this. Me, him, and the general manager are our only current employees. We had to lay off 50 of our employees, including my dad, so that was really tough. So we've just been working this entire time, just kind of rolling with the punches. It seems like, especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every hour, every day, it was a different rule that was thrusted upon our restaurant, and we've just adjusted with it as need be to keep everybody safe here and everybody safe who we're providing food for. But it's been tough. It's been a lot of long hours. Like I said, I've only got 3 employees that work here, the owner, the general manager, and me, the executive chef. And then everybody else is just trying to get hours the best they can. We've had a lot of to-goes. The curbside is what we're doing right now. So people call in. They can place a to-go order, and they can't even come to the establishment. We actually have to walk it out to them, car hop style, as you heard in that video. So we've had fun with it. We've kind of unleashed our goofiness. We like to be pretty corporate and laid back and not showing your face on Facebook, but through this, we've just had to be on Facebook constantly, social media, and really let you guys know that we're still here. We're trying, we're being scrappy, and we're gonna keep going with this as long as we can, as long as we stay relevant. We're adjusting every day. We've done some new changes each day, like now we're doing some packaged meat to go, our fresh steak cut in-house.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about that? That's a really neat thing.
Yeah, we've always thought about doing it, and this kind of pushed us into doing it. My dad, the meat director, he's been cutting it for us and just talking in hourly, and we've been packaging it, selling it. It's just all the stuff we've had on hand. So I haven't been able to actually order anything through Cisco this week, other than like more to-go boxes and stuff that we don't typically have on hand. But they call in with the order. They say what they want. We did it. We stuck to our roots as much as possible. So we did the same exact cuts that you see on our menu to keep it easy. So they buy a ribeye and they get the 16-ounce ribeye. That has always been our ribeye size. And then we send it to them packaged up, and they call up, say they're here. We have a waitress walk it out to them to their car. They pay. We bring the payment back in. We bring out the food and their cart back to them. So that's been big today. That's the first day that we've been doing that. Like I said, we've always wanted to do that. One thing that this is making us do is we got time since we're a little bit slower, and we've also need to do these steps to stay in business. And so it's kind of making us do stuff that we've been thinking about for a while, and we're just implementing it. I mean, we are just anything we can think of. Hey, remember that thing that we wanted to do? Let's do it. Let's do it right now. All these videos we've been making, they're literally me and TJ, the owner, Goofy, just sit in the office 5 minutes before we go live and say, what if I do this? Or it's even me with that Lifebuoy can. I literally walked out of the office, saw the Lifebuoy can. I'm like, I'm bringing this. We're using it. Let's do it. So we're doing everything we can, man. The governor of Nebraska has been relaxing a few laws for us. We can sell packaged alcohol to the car as well. They have to be closed containers. We got to be careful of that because we don't want to encourage, drinking and driving and stuff like that. But I mean, we're trying, man. We're doing the best we can.
We really appreciate you taking time. I know you've got to get back to get to cooking here. Do you have any final thoughts? We appreciate you taking the time to share your story, and share some of the ideas and creativity that you guys are doing. We really wish you the best. We hope that this can be, over as soon as possible. But cheers to you for trying to make lemonade out of lemons, like we said.
Yeah, thanks, man. I don't know if I can talk forever on this, but I just think that in America, we've always kind of had a history of being backed into a corner. I feel like even from the first people that came here to today, it's just another example of how great America truly is. And when we're back in the corner, we just fight. I mean, that's all we can do. I mean, that's all I've been taught by my dad, my grandpa, my mom, especially. She's a best player I know. And, I really hope that after this, we learn some things about ourselves. We take time to get back to the family some more, get off our phones, which is kind of funny. I'm on my phone right now, but we need to get back to the family more. We need to remember who we are, to get down to these roots, keep fighting and keep better on the other side of this. Our leaders, I'm calling on our leaders, our business leaders, our government leaders, everybody. We need to be better on the outside. We need to learn a lot of stuff about us right now, because I've seen a lot of people working together, like Donald Trump and Cuomo. I've seen a lot of people working together that wouldn't typically be working together because of this. And we just got to remember that on the other side of this, once we do finally, push through this and all make it out. I do want to say, through God, this is the only way that this has been possible. I miss my kids a lot. I mean, I've been here for like 80 hours this week, and it's kind of emotional. It's been fun, but I hope we can all make this through. It's gonna be hard for these small businesses to make through, but we're gonna keep fighting. Okay, man.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Curtis, so much for joining us here on the show, sharing your story. You hang in there. We really appreciate all that you're doing to feed America here. Where can folks find more about the restaurant so they can get some of that great wholesale meat going?
Yep. And then one last thing that TJ kind of has been saying at the end of every single press conference is, especially with us, we are RTB strong, we are Nebraska strong, and we are in America strong. So we can get through this.
That's right. Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on the show. We'll talk to you soon.